welcome to the May Prayer Focus. I've just been looking back through a number of the prayer focuses that we've already done and realised that many of our ideas and thoughts can overlap. Some of the music is the same, it just seems to stimulate us at certain times, and some of the thoughts and ideas that we have obviously overlap as we look through Scripture. But I thought for the next few months we could look at our own church gardens that we've named after hope, Psalm 23 and Nehemiah's wall, and just look at those and see what it is that we can draw from them with our own prayer life. So the first garden that we set up was last year, and we called it the Hope Garden. And as you know, there are large letters on the wall. There are the letters for hope on the floor that were filled with bedding plants. And this was done to re-engage with the community, with the young people after COVID, after the lockdown. And gardens can be quite interesting things. You can get yourselves involved in them and actually do the physical work, or you can just look and enjoy what's been done for you. And I often think with plants that if we really take it, one step further, we know that we need to nurture them, we need to weed, we need to water. In other words, they have to be cared for in order to stay in the good state that we want them to be really enjoyable. And it's like that with our prayer life. We can't just neglect it and expect it to happen. We do need to nourish it. We need to find fresh ideas. We need to start thinking through some of the things that we're taught in church, things that we read in the Bible, things that other people might say, and just generally engage with and just put those thoughts into our prayer life. Things that are happening on the news obviously stimulate us to pray for people where there's, say, war or difficult situations. And so just like that, it's the same as nurturing a garden, we need to nurture our own prayer life. And so I thought we would look at one particular verse, and then I'm going to leave you to search through scriptures and to look back maybe at the other prayer focuses and see what it is you can do this month with the idea of hope. So Romans 12 verse 12 says, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer." And so those three words are our key words for this month: joyful, patient, and faithful. So if you look back to October 2020, the very first prayer focus that we did, it was based around the word joy. And then if you take yourself forward to July and August 2021, the series there went through the fruit of the Spirit. So obviously picked up patience and faithfulness there. And so you might find it's a good idea to look back at those, or maybe look at them for the first time if you're new to this. If you've been keeping yourself a prayer journal, and jotting things down, maybe have a check at what sort of things you were praying for then and see whether it's similar now or whether you've got a new and fresh perception on the ideas of faithfulness and joy and being patient. So there's quite a lot for you to do rather than for me. If you're new to this altogether, just start looking at the word hope and think around things that make you hopeful, things that you hope for within your Christian experience. And so the scriptures should tell you the type of things to look for, being aware that God is there for us, that he's there to keep us strong, that he has plans for us, that he wants to care for us. There's many verses, and that I've actually listed quite a few. But again, as I've said before, it's quite easy to Google verses on hope, verses on patience, verses on whatever really else you want to look at. It's also the same with the music. I've put a couple of songs in, and again, you can go onto YouTube and look for music that might help to stimulate yourself. So hopefully you will enjoy this month and explore hope, enjoy the garden that we have at the church, and just start to appreciate it a little bit more as you consider it as part of this month's prayer series.